I need a 30 for 30 to show that I'm different like Jordan and Pippen. I need a 30 for 30 like Jalen and Webber. Nobody gon' fuck on my click. I need a 30 for 30. All right, we're gonna end this motherfucker. We always do. All right, America, I apologize. This man crazy. This motherfucker right here is crazy. But we gonna end this motherfucker as we always do, showing love and shouting out. JoJo, who you shouting out, dog?
Oh man,
Oh boy,
I had this shot out in the bag for a long time.
man, what you about to do, man?
No, I'm just playing. Because I had to go through and really think about who it was I wanted to shout out.
Okay.
I'm gonna shout out Cam Newton, man.
Oh, that's real. That's
Now,
real.
you know, so from what I can make from it, it looks like they were at a tournament or something, 7-on-7 tournament. Cam had his team there. You had one of the young boys. I don't know what set him off, whether it was something, like some jaw janking back and forth between teams or whatever. But to me, the young boy got out of line. He got disrespectful. You know what I mean? You can jaw jank, but the way he was talking, it looked like he was trying to get his 15 minutes, get his TikTok jumping, whatever the case was. But listen, man, you can't talk to an adult like that. Like, you don't do that. And you got people that say, well, maybe the kid, maybe he's from the streets. Well, I ain't saying I was from the streets. I know of it. And the OGs, you're not disrespecting like that. It's a code. You're not doing it. But for Cam to come back, and since this young boy was acting like he was an adult, Cam then went and talked to him as an adult and really just tried to have a dialogue with him, asking him, okay, so what is it that you do? Oh, okay, what position you play, things like that. The young boy couldn't even respond. So that's another thing. Don't put yourself like you're a grown up, and then when somebody talk that grown stuff to you, now you want to be in childlike form. Like, nah. But I'm glad, because Cam could have shamed him. Cam could have had him kicked out. Let's just be real. Yeah. He could have had him kicked out, but he didn't. And even when the coach tried to intervene and, kind of tell the young boy, hey, you don't talk, Cam was like, no, I just really want to talk to him. Because, that moment could change that young boy's life, to be honest. So I just want to say, shout out to Cam, acting like being a role model. And, just really talking to the young boy rather than just throwing him to the wolves.
Real shit. Well, I'm gonna do this shout out that I meant to do last week. Because last week we were supposed to be taping on February 17th, which is the birthday of Michael Jeffrey Jordan. So I got to shout out Mike, somebody who has inspired me like few have. And just over the last year or so, I've learned so much about Mike the person. From The Last Dance, just getting to see who he really was. You know what I'm saying? The harsh language, and everything else. Because we were growing up, and then commercials and post games and stuff like that. This motherfucker so polished. Suit on, the earring, got the hoop earring, diamond studded in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And just likable and not controversial and stuff like that. So learn from The Last Dance, and then I'm watching this stuff on YouTube. Doing my Michael Jordan research, knowing how he is as a player. You know what I'm saying? Because we so young to the point where we think we remember this shit, but as I be saying all the time, seeing stuff that I don't remember none of this shit about his greatness. Really from like 84 to 93, that first run, before he came back. But then also some of this tragic shit that Mike went through. You know what I'm saying? Like with his family. I watched the interview with his sister, and his sister alleges, and I hate to say alleges, to make it seem like I think the woman lying or something. But his sister says that their father molested her. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan's sister says that their father molested her. And then I'm listening. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? I never heard that.
Me neither.
And then they did a 10-part documentary in The Last Dance. That's not touched. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure Mike don't want something like that to get out. I don't want to be big, but his sister has written a book. So that's why I'm not hesitant to talk about it here. It's already
Right.
public record, from the sister. But I am mentioning it to say this. Again, this man inspired me greatly. At that time in my life when he was playing, he was my greatest influence other than my mama. You know what I'm saying? Now, since I've gotten older, more socially conscious, stuff like that, people like Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, and stuff like that, Marcus Garvey, inspired Fred Hampton. But
Right.
for my childhood, this was the guy. And
No
to
doubt.
now know that he was dealing with shit that was way harder than the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah.
He was dealing with shit that was way harder than the New York Knicks. That he had a lot of family turmoil. Like, I think I even said in my reactions to The Last Dance that Mike come off as kind of thuggish with the smoking and the drinking and the philandering with women compared to Braun. And I was like, damn, stereotypically, you wouldn't think that because Braun is the one that's from the poverty, but Mike was from the middle class. And Braun was fatherless, and Mike had his mom and dad and all that kind of stuff. But then when you really get into the story and listen to his sister's interview, and I'll put the interview, in the description so y'all can hear it. The one thing I'm bullshitting, you know what I'm saying? Because I had never heard it myself. ESPN don't talk about this. FS1 don't talk about it. So I put it in the description. But to just see, damn, they family went through some shit.
Yeah.
And you still gotta go hoop. And then Mike, he still loved his father. And then to have his father got murdered. And the sister sounded like she still loved the father, actually. Like, their family went through some shit, man. And for that man to have all that, and then to be arguably the most recognizable person on the planet at that time, and do what he did, it's shit amazing. So I just want to say shout out to Mike. Happy birthday to him, belated, of course. I'm proud of what he's doing now with these clinics. He just dropped some more money, I think $10 million on another clinic. And during this pandemic, we know how important healthcare is. If you didn't know, now you know. I don't know what it is. Maybe Mike been doing this kind of stuff and it wasn't getting publicized. I don't know if he's getting older and feeling like I'm making up for what I did in the past. I hope to God he not sick. Because then my eyes were looking rough in that Last Dance.
Yeah.
But and it seemed like the Hornets are coming along. So that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Mike, you know what I'm saying, and many more birthdays to you. GOAT. All right, but we appreciate y'all for fucking with us, America. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Make sure you like the page on Facebook. Make sure you follow me and my brother and Tim G. Jacob all across all social media platforms. Again, we be posting other stuff other than the show. We're giving you right now I'm trying to post all the all NBA first teams from throughout history. And it's just fascinating to me to go back and see some of these names that's on the all NBA first team don't get talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I looked at Connie Hawkins, a guy like that, Billy Cunningham, Willis Reed. We know about him limping in, but they rarely be like, Willis Reed was hooping.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. For somebody that hasn't watched the game, that's probably all they would know about Willis Reed because that's all they talk about.
That's all they talk about. He limped in. He made that first shot. And they don't even tell us that Walt Frazier went crazy in that damn game.
Right.
Walt Frazier he was on the all NBA first team. Right now, we think about his crazy ass suits and shit,
Right.
But that man used to hoop. New York, last time they got a shit when they were playing, So, we doing stuff like that. I got the QB GOAT, Who's the QB GOAT project, putting that shit back out. Just dropped one. Previously, I had Fran Tarkenton. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going from back then all the way up until now. So we giving y'all a lot of content. We hope you're fucking with all of it. And again, make sure you visit statementteesllc.com. That Statement Tees, every t-shirt you wear makes a statement. And I hope every motherfucker that's watching this, whether you black or whatever, I'm a black man, so that's why I say black. But if you're a man and you watching this, hopefully you living up to this, being a father, being a leader, and being a king in your castle. We appreciate y'all fucking with us, as always. One. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit statementteesllc.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.